Hello there guys and girls, this is the Brush Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match. It is going to be Cup of Nations 2015 group stage again. But this is actually group 7 and it's the match between Achilles of Agony playing as the Huns on plains against Simon of IDE who is the Saxons. So let's load into the battle and see how it actually plays out. Alright, so we are now in. Time to put it in slow motion and look at the builds. So, for the Huns, what do we have? 6 step lancers, I believe, or is it 5? 5 step lancers up front. They are all vanilla. Step chieftain general, gold 2 though. He has, of course, the brace ability. We see no skirmishing though for the Huns. Very interesting that he didn't opt for even step bows, but let's see. It looks like huge rush. So up front, we have 2 Hunnic dismounted warband with the step tribes people. Of course, these guys are really horrible units, but still, I guess they're like meat shields or something, charge bait. Doesn't matter, but anyway, behind those we see 4 war warriors. These guys will do a lot of damage to any infantry unit, basically, even against cavalry if they get in melee without getting charged. So yeah, again, 4 of those. Then in the back we see a mix of Bosphorus infantry and Bosphorus warriors. So we have 4 Bosphorus infantry, I believe, indeed. And on the left over here, 2 Bosphorus warriors. Again, I personally prefer the Bosphorus infantry, but they are more expensive than the Bosphorus warriors, so that is something to consider. Now for the Saxons, let's see what we have. Looks like almost the fully rush build here. Chieftain with Gedrich General, no upgrades, but brace on him. 2 Javelin Men, the Geoguth Javelin Men. For the cavalry contingent, we see 2 Heroic Cav and 1 Nordic Horse Lords on his left flank. 2 Heroic Cav and 1 Nordic Horse Lord on his right as well. And now on each flank we see a Nordic band, and in the center 4 Nordic Axe Warriors, up front 4 Nordic bands. So this is an interesting composition brought here by the Saxons. We'll see if it's actually going to work. But again, not a bad idea. The Axes are, I think, a very good choice against the Huns because they will do well against the Hunnic infantry, besides the Urs, I guess. Even against the Urs, if they get a charge, they will do significant damage. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, the cav advantage goes to the Saxons. This is pretty weird that I'm saying that, but it is what it is. The cavalry of the Huns isn't too great, whereas the infantry of the Huns is amazing. It's pretty weird that that's the case, but it is how it is in the game, so we have to deal with it. Might be fixed in a patch, who knows. But we'll see. Alright, so looks like the cav of the Saxons is going forward. Might try and engage on the flanks. Again, he doesn't have any cav in the center, which could be problematic. Looks like he is going to move 1 cav unit because he doesn't want to get his units charged by... Oh, this is... So these Nordic bands just gonna throw some javelins to do as much damage as they can. They're gonna get destroyed though by all these units here. As you can see, the Hunnic dismounted warband doing very well here. And actually the Steppe Lancers took significant casualties, already down to 36. I believe may have been the Nordic bands or something, or it might be the Horse Lords, who knows. The Horse Lords already have expended their ammunition. Here come in the Nordic band here, just making sure these Lancers can't get the proper charge off, and now they will be under a lot of pressure. The Axe Warriors do get charged, so this is bad for the Saxons. Shock Cav gets in there, but the Shock Cav overall isn't doing too much damage, and the follow-up is a bit slow from the Huns. The Ur Warriors are just now coming in. They should have gone in much earlier. But now they're gonna get charged by Nordic Horse Lords, so these guys are gonna have a rough time. Even the Bosphorus infantry do get charged, but look at the Urs just dying to Nordic Horse Lords. So that is massive. So the infantry of the Huns just rolling through over here through the center right now. It seems I mean, it's not going too horribly for Achilles right now, but still, I wouldn't say that it's great for him. I think he's at a pretty big disadvantage, but we'll see if he can actually pull it off, because his general is doing fairly well here, and these Bosphorian infantry are holding their own, and they will tank very well. He's actually doing very well on his left, but he's going to end up losing the center to all these Nordic units. Even brace popped on them. Not necessarily needed though, because there's not much cav left here. So again, the Huns winning on the left, but actually losing the center and losing the right as well, from what it seems. So the Steppe Chieftain trying to disengage here, which, I mean, I see why you would want to disengage, but you're just going to take so much damage while disengaging, which is a mistake. I guess he's very afraid of the javelins, which he should, because they still have ammo, and his general is going to die here. This boss for infantry off the field. General going to disengage here, and he needs to be very careful with his general, because you can see here the javelin man just destroying the general unit. If he had his general alive, may have been able to pull this off, but it looks like he is going to end up dying to the javelin man. Look at how much damage javelins do to cavalry. It is insane. So yeah, all these units routing for the Huns right now. It's not looking good for the Huns at all. Yeah, no general. Well, the general is actually just routed off the field, but he is not killed, so that is important. You can see here Nordic Horse Lords actually getting rear charged by Bosphorian warriors. They don't want that to happen, but we now have a cavalry charge in here. Incoming. Just wow, the amount of damage that they took. It's pretty insane here. Just look at the Bosphorian warriors. Even with steady, I mean, yeah, it does help them with morale and stuff, but they're just going to end up dying fairly quickly. The Bosphorian warriors here mopped up those Nordic bands, and I mean, this game is fairly close though, to be fair. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's very close, but considering that it's the Huns, I mean, doing quite well here. Of course, the Nordic warriors will, the Nordic axe warriors will die to the oars, but at the end of the day, just so much cavalry left on the field for the Saxons that it shouldn't really matter. I mean, the oars just got destroyed by the cavalry overall. I mean, the follow-up from Achilles, I think, was a bit too slow with his infantry. Because if he got in with the shock cav and then followed up with his infantry at the right moment, he may have been able to do it, but it was a little bit mistimed, I feel. His infantry was lagging behind his cavalry, which is why I think that, this happened. Yeah, that is the game, so let's see statistics. This is dismounted warband killing a lot, but it's basically Nordic warband. So, or Nordic band, so not a lot. And the shock cav not doing too great here. Those javelins both got the same amount of kills. That's pretty impressive. And they killed the general of the Huns, so very important job. War warriors did not do a lot. Again, mostly because they got charged by cav. As you can see, the shock cav did not pay for itself for Achilles, whereas the Saxon cavalry did very well. But yeah, that is the game, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment or subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.